Hello, good evening, and good welcome to Xbox Tavern's Xpod Tavern episode 144th. I am Jamie. We're back. New year, new me, new you, and new MPV Graham. Come on in. How are you, MPV Graham? I'm waiting for him. Here he is. Hello. Hello.
Good new hello.
Good new hello indeed. Are you well? You've got a new setup I mentioned before we started. Behind you. New,
Shifted room whilst it is still in the chillier nature. Sitting outside in the conservatory is pretty damn cold. So switching rooms for the foreseeable.
Bring back the summer months and those massive hornets, eh?
Well, one of those two.
Also pretty chill, but he's always chill. Million and a half man, 1.6,
1.6 baby,
1.6 million man Ian. Hello, 1.6 million man Ian. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Very good. Good to be back in normal setup still. Yes. A bit more glowing now, though.
Yeah, a bit brighter, a bit more colourful, a bit more orange. But you look lovely. And last but not least, we also got the one and the only Scottish Gruff Ross. Come on in, Mr. Scottish Gruff Ross.
Good
also
evening,
in new digs. Everybody else has got new setup, new sort of backgrounds or refresh backgrounds. I've just got my curtains. I
mean, if you change them weekly, we're fine.
I have to figure something out. I'll have to kind of get myself a green screen and just put up some, I don't know, interesting.
Ask only Dance if he's not using his between shoots.
Yeah, I'll put some of his clips up. Anyway, let's move on. Right, welcome back. We've had a bit of a break from podcasting over the Christmas holidays, etc., but we're back now. Last week we did our very first Project Game Pass stream. There's a link on the website, you can go check that out. But basically from now, every month we're going to change up. The first weekend of the month, we're going to, instead of doing a live podcast like this, we're going to be doing Project Game Pass, where we stream whatever game it is we picked from Game Pass. Last week, like I said, we did it on Turbo Golf Racing, 4 of us, and special guest, ladies' favourite, Chocolate Bear 80, Mr. Daniel himself, joined us for a few.
So good to have him back.
It was very nice to have him back. We had a lot of laughs. The full stream's up on YouTube as an archive. It's also been broken into the various rounds that we did. I think we did, was it 4 rounds in total, was it?
Yeah. 4 rounds in total, yeah.
And yeah, it was lots of fun. So you can go check that bad boy out. And like I said, from next month, every first podcast will be the Project Game Pass stream, which we'll do on youtube.com/Xbox Tavern Official on the Sunday at 8 p.m. In place of the regular podcast. And then we'll be back to the regular podcast the week, or for the rest of the month until the next podcast. Our Project Game Pass stream is time for. Gentlemen, should we talk about our experience with Turbo Golf Racing to start with?
Yeah, we should, yes.
Let's do it. So, I believe I mentioned this when we were playing, but I previewed it like a year and a half ago. So I'll let you guys have the floor because I've kind of said my piece quite a lot on over on xboxtavern.com and on here before as well. So Ian, let's go to you first, shall we? What's your thoughts so far on Mr. Turbo Golf Racing?
I feel like if you're good at Rocket League, you're going to be good at this. And annoyingly, I'm not very good at Rocket League.
Yeah, you are, Ian. I believe in you. You got it. You can do it.
But, I still had some fun. Like I say, you can tell there's very much, it's not by the same people that made Rocket League, is it? But you can tell it's inspired by it hugely, especially all the mechanics. I didn't feel like any of the, but apart from your main powers, you have like the sticky one, which Graham called cheat or hack.
That was it. Watch a video of Graham getting some rage over Ian.
Over me hacking the game.
I think, listen, I was such a hack. That's all I said. I never accused him of cheating.
He was accusing Ian of cheating, baby mode. And all this
there was a lot of abuse getting hurled about it. I felt quite sorry for him.
But I feel like it's still an enjoyable. I feel like enjoyable time. I feel like they could add a few more game modes, which could make it a bit more chaotic. For example, if everyone's balls hit each other,
they need to add collision in.
Or you can at least crash into each other as well, so you can at least quite sabotage a bit more than just the rockets and stuff or the ice, which is quite hilarious. But I feel like it's a solid game though. I feel like you can put a little more time and get quite good. What's the word I'm looking for? I think you can get quite a good long play time out of it. Like if you had a group of you can get at least good few 2-3 hours out of it playing.
Yeah, we went for 2 hours. I think
we were 2 and a bit hours at least. Yeah,
we only stopped because obviously it was late on a Sunday night, and we all need our beauty sleep before work on the Monday morning.
But I say I could easily gone off a few more rounds. Like I say, It'd be enjoyable to see if they do add modes, like, for example, where each hit into each other, because that could be very chaotic and
I think
turn into a lot of sabotage very quickly.
As Ian's saying, having the ability, whether they have either or even putting both in, would just make it like some of the moments where like you're getting close to the hole, and it's almost like that part where you like do you self-sacrifice taking your shot and just wipe somebody clean out, send their ball like halfway down the map.
Or thing is, you could do the other way around as well. You could like get like a hole in two because someone take your ball miles and go into the hole.
Made a mistake with the way they've hit it and went, oh fuck, no. Oh, fucking in.
But no, I feel like especially like that kind of game mode would be quite fun. Even if you took it in turns, like you say, and you could hit each other ball. No, we never really tried that, but that could be quite fun as well. If you take it in turns, and you can at least sabotage someone's shot by hitting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If your ball hits their ball,
you're going to lose that hole.
Taking it in turns, like in like mini golf.
Yeah, a bit like in mini golf. Yeah, if you take it in turns, you can always screw someone over in mini golf, which could always be quite fun.
Yeah, they have just added that 1v1 mode, didn't they? But it's only 1v1. It's not, and there's also still no collision. It's not like there's, like you said, mini golf where you're sort of racing to sort of hit each other and stuff.
But yeah, the race mode was hilarious and a lot of fun. Even though I wasn't that great, I never won a round. I won a few rounds, I'd say the singular rounds, but as an overall of the 4 games we played, I still enjoyed it, and I still definitely
because G had it locked down.
So I don't remember who won the 4 rounds. Who would?
Well,
I know I won the first round, but
one of them was.
I think you won the first and 4th. I think Ross won one and Graham won.
I never won one.
No,
Jay won all but one where he drew joint first.
Where I drew Graham right at the end.
Okay, there we go. That's his Rocket League coming into play, though,
exactly.
isn't it?
Yeah. As you said, I've played a fucking shit ton of Rocket League and Supersonic Acrobatic Rockabye Battle Cards, so I probably had a slight advantage. But it is very different at the same time. So, Graham, Ross, you guys, any thoughts and opinions on top of what Ian's just laid out there?
I thought it was brilliant.
It's a solid party game. It's as you said, apart from the sabotage efforts of it, I mean, I know you've got special moves that can hit each other, but most of those are kind of self-sabotaging. They need some work, some of those power-ups, because they don't explain what the hell they do, and most of them hinder you rather than help you.
Like, you're still obsessed with that fucking cone, aren't you?
I don't know, it just raises you up and shoots you forward. It's like, how is this helping anyone?
So I went, like, when we were finished up playing, I went and looked at like the description underneath it, and apparently when you slam down, it creates a shockwave. So it's meant to like push other players out of the way, and then it also gives you the speed boost by like jetting you forward. So it is meant to be twofold, but it's not implemented very well.
And then you got that dodgy spiral one. What the hell was that one about?
What one's that?
It just spun your car.
The quick flip.
Yeah, I don't know if that's something to avoid incoming rockets or something. Maybe I'm not sure. It just seems to throw us out of whack.
And I think it's one of those ones as well. It's like it's if you hit the ball whilst doing it, it's meant to give the ball more momentum.
Oh,
something like that.
You just don't know. It's like you have to really sort of get used to those ones too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, I picked up this bloody one again. I don't want to use this one.
I'm trying to think. Well, I can't even remember what my one was.
No, not your normal like your actual just the pickup ones is what it was. It wasn't a core thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can have 2 cores. You can set some are passive, some are active. Like the sticky ball one and the one I had made it so that I could drive through the rough without slow down or anything like that, which was a lot easier. But yeah, it's still in early access. It's been out for just over a year.
At least you weren't cheating, Jay.
Right. I can see why it's not fully released yet, because outside of that, I did have a couple of separate one-on-ones, and so I played some poor guy who whacked it, and the ball landed on top of one of the ramps, and it started him off the ramp, and he couldn't get up and shimmy across the ramp to hit his ball, so he was forever stuck, not being able to touch his ball wedged on top of a ramp. It's like, how many times does he have to go through that round before the computer goes, actually, we should probably just give you a
move the ball.
Yeah, move the ball or something. Or time out or something.
I just had to win that round because he couldn't hit his ball.
Oh, that's gutting.
You never want to be stuck where you can't touch a ball. You need to make sure you can.
And
always have the ability.
And if you go down a level, you shoot the ball and it goes drop, and like a big 30-foot drop, and then your ball landed just past the drop. Rather than putting you on the same level, it puts you on the ramp behind you when you start your next shot. So you have to drive off the ramp, turn around and then try and whack your ball forwards from kind of ramp. So, yeah, the placement for your next shot sometimes is a bit wacky. So, yeah, I can see why it's not fully released yet. There's still a little bit of work that needs to happen.
Yeah,
but I mean,
that's in the 1v1 you said, right?
Yeah.
I did one.
That has only just come out, so
I've only done 1v1, and that was against my son, and I won 2-1 because he got a hole in one of the holes.
Oh, nice!
Nice.
So I can't give a knock. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. So
putting us to shame. None of us got hole in ones.
I know, bloody bastard.
Shit.
I still beat him. It's like, it's like you got a hole in one, so fair.
Who's the real victor?
It's decent.
But he seems to enjoy as well. So, like I say, I guess because he's playing a lot of Rocket League recently, to Jay's happiness.
See, best. I need to play with him. I need to
cheer him on.
Join my best friend with some that and some Fall Guys and some.
Come on, Granddad, cheer him on.
Yeah, come on, you can do it. You can show your dad. Show your dad how it's done. Go on.
Only if you call me Daddy.
Yeah. Anyway, we're back with our plum. Dan's not even here, and the innuendos and stuff coming out. Daniel, we need you. So good game. We're going to play some more at some point this month.
Definitely.
Again, depends on people's setup whether we'll be able to stream all of the times we play it, but we definitely stream it at least the first Sunday of every month at 8 p.m.
Ish.
Late-ish, yes, and then we'll go from there. So like I said, you can go check out xboxtavern.com. There's the article about Project Game Pass, as well as my preview on Project Game Turbo Golf Racing and various other bits and pieces, which we'll get to very, very shortly. But before we get into games we've been playing over the Christmas period, Ian, are you prepared? Are you ready? I've got my paper. I'm ready for you.
Oh, yes.
Do you want to top me?
Top you, yes. I like a top you. Come on, make it nice and easy this year. You've probably already seen it, so if you're good at memory, you might get it. Simple, start and easy. Top 5 games according to Metacritic on Xbox for 2023.
Oh. So is it Xbox exclusive or just on Xbox?
On Xbox, according to Metacritic.
That's a tricky one.
Released in 2023.
In 2023, yes, last year.
Right, so while we all have a little ponder for a minute, do you want to tell us about a game you've been playing over the Christmas period?
Or not?
Or not? He's just like, nah, fuck it.
Nah, I'm all right, thanks, nah. So I actually recently have been playing a lot.
Sit in silence.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah.
You don't hear me?
No,
My mic's on. Oh. Can you hear me or not? Okay.
Yeah.
So I got confused. Sorry, okay. So the game we're playing a lot recently is Vampire Survivors. So again, everyone knows what Vampire Survivors is about. It's like kind of top down where you kind of move a little man around, and you kind of have to kill everything in sight. But obviously you don't get to shoot anything; it just automatically fires for you. And I have finally completed it. So I managed to get to the ending where I actually get to kill off the Grim Reaper. It's quite cool because obviously you have to kind of evolve, like get loads of relics and evolve your way up, so you can actually get the final items to actually kill the Reaper by in the way you kind of stun him, so he doesn't move, so you can kind of actually attack him and actually destroy him. Once you've done that, you get into like a final level, which is kind of like a weird, creepy level, which kind of loads like spinning orbs and things around, and kind of the mutating villain kind of comes trying to chase you across the screen, and then you chase it across the screen afterwards. So all in all, I've done that. Again, they've had DLC as well, so I've been playing that a lot. So kind of had some new characters on. They kind of help you as well because they give you like codes. You can lock some of the characters early. So I locked one of the characters early called Queen Sigma. She's been quite useful and quite beastie character to use.
Gee, you were pretty high up on this, weren't you?
Well, yeah,
Vampire Survivors. Yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit while I was playing. I haven't touched it in ages, but
I had to tell Jay how to play it.
I enjoyed it for a little while, and then I couldn't get past. There was like one level I couldn't figure out why the fuck I couldn't get. Like I unlocked the next one, and then I think Graham explained to me how, and I don't think I ever bothered doing it.
Combos and sort of you have to go beat like the vampire bit to like the guardian of the level.
Yeah,
it's all about getting the right combo. If you don't get a right combo after about half an hour, you might as well just give up.
Yeah, you need to involve weapons. So if you're not involved with your weapons, it's pointless.
Yeah, you need to get involved combat. At least one going by about the half-hour mark, otherwise you're going to get screwed.
No, definitely. Has everyone got their list ready?
Yes.
I do.
I have a list.
No, I don't.
I've got 4 and I'm racking my brains for a 5th.
4 lists. That's cheating.
Yeah, I'm just going to
We'll go to you
pick
first
and
then,
choose.
so you can say your 5 before anyone else.
So my 4, in no particular order, I've got Resi 4, Diablo 3, Alan Wake 2, and Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty.
Because it's not on the list.
Confused me then.
You're going to say one more?
I'm struggling to think. Did Baldur's Gate make it in time, or was that the end of this year?
No, it's last year.
Did it make it on the Xbox by the way? I got Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, it did. Cool. Graham.
So I got Baldur's Gate 3, Starfield, but I kind of took out Starfield because it got the review bombed, but I put Star Wars Jedi Survivor in there. Immortals of Avium, Alan Wake 2, and Diablo 4 rather than 3 that Ross said.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's what I meant.
And my handwriting shocking.
Immortals, and what was that one?
Jedi Survivor.
That was it.
Yeah.
Jamie?
I'll put my list up just in case nobody actually did believe me.
Well, you said it first. It doesn't really matter if you say it first.
Oh, yeah, true.
Right, so I'm going to... I don't know if you're even better read that. So I've got Baldur's Gate 3, Resident Evil 4, Space, Alan Wake 2, and Starfield. I did put down Trine because that was the best game on Xbox, but I very much doubt it's one of the highest rated ones.
All right, don't surprise us.
Come on. I know there's ones I'm forgetting, like and stuff, but I couldn't think of anything else.
I've got this. Yeah, I've got a list from. Go backwards. We'll go top 5, and then we'll go backwards if anyone is tied. So in 5th place with 91% Metacritic score, it's Cyberpunk.
Woohoo!
Oh, wow. It wasn't.
In 4th place with a Metacritic score of 91 as well is Resi 4.
Woohoo!
So Jamie gets that as well. In 3rd place with again 91% is Diablo 4.
Woohoo!
Ross, even though you said the wrong number.
Yeah, Diablo.
Wise. In 2nd place with 93 is Alan Wake 2.
Did I get 5? No, because I didn't guess my 5th. Well, Baldur's Gate, fuck it. I'm on for a course.
And number 1 with 94 is controversial. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition. So apparently it counts as a release because it got re-released as an Xbox Series SX exclusive.
Yeah, you got the XS one. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not upset about it. In fact, it's the right answer. But
Baldur's Gate didn't even make it in the top 5.
No, Baldur's Gate didn't.
I suppose there probably wasn't a lot of reviews out,
didn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It came out in December, towards the end of December, and also again it got review bombed because
early December
only about it.
Oh, not early December. It wasn't out by the Game of the Year show.
No, it came out of the Game Awards. So was that the 7th?
It was on the Games Awards, so 7th. Yes, he hasn't had the chance to get any scores.
It's not late end December, is it?
True.
True, end December. Yeah, but no, it's not. According to this article, quick, so I can't really complain. But there we go. So Ross wins with 4 points.
Woohoo!
Very nice. Well done, Mr. Ross.
So
well done.
We're starting New Year off, so
livid. I was like, how many of those are actual games released that year? The fucking add-ons and bloody remakes.
One add-on and one game that was released like a decade ago.
One game that was remastered. Yeah, remastered. Two released a decade ago, and one's a remastered.
Oh yeah.
Outrageous that Dead Space didn't make it up there. That should have done. If we're going down the remaster.
Dead Space can't be far back.
7th Dead Space.
Yeah. I'd imagine Cocoon's up there.
Yeah, Cocoon was 8th.
Persona
was 9th.
Yeah.
Along with Resi 4 Separate Ways.
I don't know how that
and Sea of Stars. That's 10.
Nice.
So there we go.
So yeah, setting in top 5. Yeah, well done, Ross. Are we going to be tallying the points who wins by the end of the year?
Yeah,
right. We'll go. Ross is one up on us already, Grayman. We need to fix it.
You can celebrate in his Sporting Lisbon top.
And it won't be just Xbox stuff; it'll be completely random topics as well. Just kind of space it up. Like, who's the worst Scottish team of all time? That'll be Celtic.
Whatever Graham just said, I don't even know what he just said. Oh, hello, Ross. How are you? Is it nice in here now? A bit more peace and quiet. Nice. Well, thank you very much, Ian. Let's get another game that someone's been playing out of the way, and then we'll do our guess the game. Graham, tell me about a game you played over the Christmas period, please.
Yeah, well,
Or your favourite game.
It was supposed to be the game of the year and also in the top 10, but it wasn't. I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3, still churning.
No spoilers. I'm restarting it again tomorrow.
All right, no worries. I'll try and keep it there. But yeah, it's everything that you kind of expect what a game of the year to be. I mean, I played sort of the previous Baldur's Gates, and they're always going to have a great story to it. But what it kind of ramps up so much in this bit, apart from the graphics, which are sort of amazing all over the place, is just the variation of options to have different outcomes in whatever you choose. Even right from the start, you can just choose to save someone or not, or you can save this little thing or not. And it just has different, sometimes some are just small. It could help you in a fight and become a little minion for a little bit. Or it could just be that you just kill off one of the characters that or become part of your main party. You don't have to sort of go that linear with it. I mean, you know who the sort of main characters are. They're kind of shown on pictures of like the cover, etc. But I've seen people with playthroughs that have just killed them off and saying, actually, I don't like your character. I don't want you to join it, and just bin them off straight away. And so that's what I mean. It's that variation of choice, that degree of choice in a story that's big in a role-playing game. You don't usually kind of see that sort of in those kind of games. I mean, how happy would you be, Joe, to bin off Carth? You could choose to have him and kill him off and just not have him.
It wouldn't even be a case of killing him off. It'd be like making it as torturous as possible, just to like.
How can I cause them you more grief than possible? Just backing up on what Gray's saying as well. Like I say, I'm due to start it again because I for some reason could not get into it the first time, but I will persevere. It was literally just the combat I'm struggling with. But one of the boys in the community, my friend Graham as well, he's also put out saying storylines are only rivaled in terms of layers in comparison to things like Mass Effect. Even The Witcher doesn't have the level of depth that these go to. It's probably up there with one of the best RPGs he's ever played. It's I'm trying to remember what else he said, but as you said in regards to the amount of choices you've got, he took one of the quests down a certain path line, and the ending of it was to do an was it? No, it was you, Graham, that was saying he had to do quite a bit of save scumming because he totally fucked up his save. Didn't want to do anything that happened on that quest line, but he had committed to it and he wanted to see where it ended up, and it took him back quite a good while to get back to that start of that quest. But he's just saying that auto save and quick saving is your best friend in this game.
Yeah, because I mean, that's the good thing and the bad thing is something that you've done in like the first couple of hours in the game, you see it come into fruition sort of much later in the next act. So you go, if I did this sort of differently, then this could have been so much better. It's like,
he's also, because I as we were doing the other night when we were talking about it, I was like giving him a hard time for like fucking save scumming. It's not done. And he found an article that basically broke down the sort of save scumming part, and it was saying no, it does not punish you by save scumming. It does, however, randomise each time you reload. It might increase or decrease the difficulty of a mission. So a 2 skull mission might actually be a 1.5 or a 2.5 skull mission, because that's part of the Intel not perfect random variation of mission. So you could essentially make the game harder by save scumming. So it's got a nice balance between it.
I think you can only limit the save scumming like that to if you're save scumming mid-combat. I don't do it like that. I mean, that's just real super cheese and stuff. Oh, I missed. Fuck that, I'm reloading. I was like, no, it's not quite that bad. I'm quite happy to sort of miss in the combat and that being difficult. Mine was the choices in like conversations with characters. Like, you're doing their companion questions like, do I go down this romantic route, or if I touch this, are they going to suddenly get romantic? Because sort of it gets super hyper erotic towards the end of the first sort of act, and everyone
you look at them the wrong way.
everyone's getting a bit giddy, wants to dance, wants to do everything. I was like, okay, wrong false move, and I've sort of yeah, okay, I need to pick the right options here. And I was like, so you just go, okay, I'll save it at this point, and if it goes down a weird romantic route I didn't want to, then I can just switch that up. I wouldn't call that sort of massive saves coming, but during the battle, then yeah, definitely. But even with sort of solid state saving that we've got now, it does take a good sort of 30 seconds to reload a save, if not like 30 seconds to a minute. So you're going to break up your gameplay even more by doing it that way. So if your save's coming during a battle to that extent, you deserve everything that's coming to you.
Nice. But overall, highly recommended. Give it a 10 out of 10 on xboxdam.com.
Yeah, just because the amount of sort of replay value you have in it. I mean, for a game that you can spend literally an hour creating your own kind of character at the start with so much kind of choice, with so much variation, and it can have a massive impact on how the game plays out. Your characters, I mean, if the extra edition I've got gives you a mask which can turn your characters into different species, so people with different species react to you different if you're of their same species, like an orc or an elf or a gnome. They react to you different, so you've got different conversation impacts depending on what race you are as well. So it's just that level of variation and detail. It's just immense. So you could go into sort of a certain camp of gnomes dressed as a gnome and with a sort of transforming into one, and they'll be much more welcoming. Whereas if you go in there as your normal self, they'll be a bit more defensive, and the conversation is different each time. So to have that kind of degree of change, sort of that level of detail, is just, it allowed that replay value that you can get to sort of replay it that differently.
Yeah, I think I need to give it another go because I've started it and I got to this weird encampment. So I got off the ship and stuff. Fought some people, fought a guy and this old guy, and then I went to this encampment where I was getting under attack, and then I got completely lost of what I was doing. Next, I was like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and I was like, oh, this is some not hand holding, say, but at least tell me where to go next because I had no fucking idea where I was going next.
No. But there is none of that, and then you suddenly realise why they've kind of done it that way, because the maps aren't massive, but they've done it in a certain way that it's slow to get around because there's so many different sections that generate different events.
Yeah,
and it's like you start going one direction to do a quest, and then you're picking up 2 or 3 different interactions at the same time, going, okay, well that needs me to go there, kind of there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one of the companions supposed to pick up early. I didn't pick him up till about 20 hours into the game.
Was that the silver hair?
No, it was Will, one of the swords. He's their first sword.
Yeah, I was told I
didn't even know he was there. I walked past him. I didn't even know he was a character. I was like,
mine was like, come see me at this camp, and but get rid of one person. I was like, I've got a full squad, so I can't. Then someone was like, no, don't go to her. Stay here and go this way. I was like, I don't know which fucking way I'm going because you told me to go this way, I told me to go this way, but you've given me no indication of which fucking way I'm meant to be going.
I'm only one man. I can't do everything.
You tell me which way to go. Don't fuck is this way. So yeah, I'll give it another go. I just need to sit down and play again.
Yeah,
that's fair enough. Yeah, I would like to have started it. I did intend on making a character and joining Graham for a bit of co-op, but I haven't even loaded it up, installed it, and it's just sat on my hard drive going, play me. I'm like, no, I've got a million other games I'm going to play. Thank you very much.
I don't even know the full massive impact of that is as well, because you generate a character into that person's game, and I think they stay there in your camp as well. So they literally are part of your story. So that if they do join in again at another point, they're just literally picking up where you left off with that character in your camp. So you can't create a different character every time you join. You play as that person. That's the person you're embedded into their story.
Yeah. Well, it sounds interesting. I definitely would like to jump in with you at some point. I know I say it every week. Maybe this week. We'll see. I need to finish off Avatar first. I'm right at the end, so we can get that done. And then maybe
I genuinely did not expect you to put as much time into that game as you have.
Do you know what? I'm not because I think I said this before on the last show before Christmas. I'm not entirely convinced I'm enjoying it, but it's something just like almost like junk food. Like I sit down, I don't really have to think about it. I just go and explore this massive world, shoot some people in the face with bows and arrow, occasionally set something on fire, and then sit there and watch fucking long cutscenes of various Navi talking to me about all sorts of bullshit that I don't care about. I don't know any of their names. I don't really understand what they're talking about half the time. I'll just go, I've got a quest. Yeah, I click on the quest and the thing says, go here. All right, I'll go there and do whatever I've got to do. It's good. It is good. I am enjoying it. But again, it's not like I'm desperate to play it every night. It's more just I'm so far in now. I thought I'd finished it last night. So I went to do this big mission and there was lots of like big set pieces and that. And I was like, I've done it. And then it's like, right now we need to go. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, still going. Still fucking going. I've probably been about, I reckon, over 30 hours at this point, and I've just been doing the main quest pretty much. I haven't really been going off the beaten path too much, but the combat's bearable. It's more enjoyable now. I've upgraded some of my weapons and abilities and stuff. Whereas when I started, I was getting my ass handed to me left, right, and centre. But I like, as you should play like a Far Cry type game, stealthing into the bases, killing everyone without being seen, and then if you do that, there's actually a reward in this game. So when you clear out the main bases, the sort of main hub of it will open, and there'll be loads of like rare and exquisite and stuff items in there because you didn't get spotted. Whereas if you do get spotted, they phrase it as like they escaped with some of the better materials because they knew you were coming, kind of thing. So yeah, it actually pays off to try and stealth in and not be seen, as opposed to just stealthing in for the sake of stealthing in. The world, like I said before, is fucking huge.
Stealth.
I had to fly from one side to the other for a mission. I think it was last night, and it must have taken like 15 minutes to fucking fly from one end of the map to the other. And there's no need for it to be that big, and you can fast travel, luckily, but only obviously once you've been to a place. So I had to fly through this place I've never been before. So I literally just, I was just like hitting the A button to make my Ikram fly faster and just looking on my phone. I was like, am I there yet? No, okay, right, carry on. There are stuff to find along the way. There's like various hidden collectibles and upgrades and stuff like that, which I do most of. But luckily they mark it all on the map. So if you fly past it, but then when you look on the map later on, you'll see that there was all these things that you flew past. It's not the end of the world if you don't pay attention while you're flying. Like I said, the story is fucking waffling on. Sorry, Graham, what's that?
Is it just because you're getting Far Cry vibes, maybe?
It literally is. If it didn't play like Far Cry, I probably would have stopped by now. But it is very Far Cry-esque, just with a bit more... there's like a slight survival element, so you got to eat to keep your stamina up, and you got to feed your Ikran to keep their stamina up. And if you... you can craft like meals that give you buffs like better health or better... damage, etc., but they only last for between 15 and 40 real world minutes, and then you need to go and craft some more stuff. But it's good. It's I'm enjoying it. It's just not. I don't know why I'm still playing it. I should have stopped playing it a long time ago, but I am still playing it, and I will finish it. I'll probably finish it tomorrow, hopefully, and then we'll go from there.
Meals, I was like, you're trying to get your little navies to eat some Mr. Brains.
I mean, that's what everybody needs to buff their fortitude up.
You're going 1,000 G for me as well, yeah?
Yes. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I haven't even looked at the achievement list, but yeah, I imagine there's quite a lot tied to like I said, the various collectibles and side missions and hunting and gathering, because you need to hunt various animals or gather various materials from like plants and trees and stuff. But they all have certain requirements to get the best version of them, and I started it and I was like, I really should like try and craft better weaponry. And then I looked at the requirements for the items that I needed and what requirements they needed to be in the condition they'd be in. I was like, fuck this, no. I'll just make do with my underpowered weapons. I'll just fucking slide around and do what I've got to do. I'm not. It's gonna take fucking hours to craft a bow, and I'm not about that. Not at this point. But yeah, like I said, it's good. It's just not. I'm not sure why I'm still going with it. Probably should have stopped by now, but I will finish it because I'm right at the end. Hopefully, unless they spring another surprise mission on me. Yeah, I don't suppose anyone else has had a chance to check it out at all.
No interest whatsoever. Hate the film. No chance.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I'm not even a big fan of the film. I just like the Far Cry style of the gameplay. But yeah, anyway, go check that bad boy. James reviewed it for us. I think give it like a 5.8 on the site.
That's low.
Go check that one out on xboxtavern.com. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd go quite that low, but I also probably wouldn't go a great deal higher.
But yeah, how many hours you put in it?
Well, that's the problem, yeah. I was talking to someone on Twitter yesterday, and they said that they were struggling, like trying to obsessively play Baldur's Gate 3, like doing all the choices and trying to get the maximum value out of it. And I was like, I should start that, but I've just been playing Avatar, and they were like, "Are you enjoying it?" I was like, I don't know. I kind of am, but I was not entirely convinced. I'm just kind of playing it for the sake of it at this point. But yeah, anyway, go check it out. It'd definitely be good if you get it on Ubisoft Plus, or I imagine it'll be on sale probably in the next couple of days for 50% off, like Ubisoft like to do. So yeah, be worth a shot. Anyway, Ross, do you want to go next, or should we do the old guess the dot game first? It's up to you.
Do guess that game, because I've got very little to speak about. I've sort of just been playing the same things over and over, and they're not exactly the most in-depth conversation starters about them.
Fair enough. Let's do guess the dot game then. So
I don't think this segment is going to take particularly long this week anyway.
No, have you seen the picture as well?
Well, I've loaded the website and seen it, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get it in one.
I accidentally clicked on it this morning, like 5 a.m. when I went to toilet. I was like, oh no, I better not do it. So we'll leave it for Ian and Graham to have a quick guess at first, and then we'll jump in and save the day. Guess the dot game is a game like Wordle. 6 pictures. You have to guess the game in 6 pictures, and they get various clues as well as the actual screenshots themselves. They're all zoomed in. It's got lots of fun. We enjoy doing it every day, especially every Sunday on the podcast as well. So Ian and Graham, before me and Ross come in and ruin the day, any ideas what this could possibly be?
It's like a sap, not sapio, like a, what do you call it?
It's like a cell. It looks either.
Yeah, like you zoom in on a fucking.
Yep.
Yeah.
In like.
It either looks like a Resident Evil kind of thing, or an Elder Scrolls Skyrim kind of thing.
You started off on the right path and then fell off very quickly.
Oh, if it's horror, then you can.
It certainly is a horror game.
I say the opposite. Am I close?
I didn't hear what you said because you cut out.
I said if I said.
Yes.
But the problem here we have is that there's 4 games in the series, technically. Yeah. And I've got a feeling it's the first one, but...
I have a feeling it's also the first one.
It depends. Outlast, that's it, yeah. It's definitely an Outlast, but which one it may be, I would guess at the first one. It might be the DLC, but I'm not entirely sure.
Outlaw Golf 2. Whoop, whoop.
Outlast it is.
Yeah,
that was a relatively straightforward this morning. Outlast is awesome. Can we see the other pictures?
Fantastic.
Outlast is not.
That would have probably been harder. I know the section it's from, but that would have definitely been harder. The first time I ever played that, in that corridor, there is people sitting in wheelchairs, and you walk past them all thinking, right, well, you know one of them's going to jump on you. So it's like you're prepared for it. And you get past all of them, it's like nothing happening. Like, oh, okay. And then you come back out this part to walk back up the corridor, and as soon as you walk past the first guy, fucking jumps on you.
Yeah. This game is just like jump scare the fucking game. It's so good.
Outlast is fantastic. The second one's not as good when you're dealing with like the tribes and the forest type idea, but this one is outstanding. This game,
it really
you can't
is.
Pay me to play this fucking game. No chance.
It's very, very good.
The bit where you're walking through the room where it's all the bodies hanging from the ceiling.
No,
but the bit that I particularly enjoyed was there was like a flooded basement or something.
Chase through the basement.
I had to turn the camera off because I was running out of batteries and walking through the water, which is obviously not a good start anyway. And then it's fucking pitch black and something's chasing me. Oh man!
This one where he fucks his hand up as well. Something. No, that's a different game I'm thinking of.
You can get mained in this part as well. Is this not about? Oh no, am I thinking of the DLC where you get taken into like the hospital room?
Yeah, the DLC is especially fucked up for this, the whistleblower one.
This one where
which is that
one where? No, I suppose an evil where cut the finger, isn't it?
Yeah,
Resident Evil where he keeps getting his hand cut off and gluing it back on with medical spray. But yeah, there's a bit in again. We don't want to get too deep into it, but in Outlast where there's a doctor operating on someone and he's basically just having his way with this corpse via a machete or something, and they don't hold back on showing it. It's very effective.
You're saying having a way with his corpse. I was like, okay, this game's got a bit grim.
Well, no, it is. It is, and
it's very much Silent Hill 2 vibes with the first time you see the Pyramid Head with one of the nurses. It's very much along those lines.
Yes, it's proper messed up. But you'll be pleased to know, Ian, that there's a multiplayer one coming to consoles, I think in March.
It'll be fucking outstanding.
I don't know if it's Game Pass, but if
it's Game Pass, it's mandatory.
I've got a suggestion for March's Game Pass.
That'd be fucking.
Excuse me.
Oh, I would love that.
So, yeah. So
No fucking chance.
Thinking of subscriptions we could get, Ian.
I know it would be amazing. It would be amazing. So anyway, go to guester.game so you can play along with us each and every day in our Discord, which is linked down below. And obviously on Sunday when we do it on the podcast. It's lots of fun. I enjoy doing it. There's 600 odd games to play now, so if you haven't started yet, you've got lots to catch up on. And some are easier than others, but some good callbacks to
What was yesterday's?
some old ones.
Yesterday's,
Anyway, Ross, while Ian looks up yesterday's guest game, do you want to tell us quickly about what you've played?
I will rapid fire it. So I've been playing some Fortnite with the wee man. He's been desperately trying to teach me how to do build mode, and without sounding rude to him, it is very much a case of fuck off every time he tries it.
Zero build for the win.
I have zero. Like, he was playing zero build the other day, right? And like, he had a group of 4 standing about 200 yards away from him, and he had clear as day shots on all of them. So he hit one with a sniper, dropped him with a perfect headshot. But within like a millisecond, the fucking Eiffel Tower had been built. So he didn't have a shot at any of the other 3, and the other boy got rezzed. And it was the last squad in the game. And I'm like, what the fuck is the point in that? Like, that doesn't add fucking tactics to it. All that is how quick can I put up a fucking tower so I don't need to worry about getting shot at.
Basically, yeah. And it's not even because there's some people who are just rapid fast, and some people like me and probably you that like can just about put up a square within a minute or so, and it's just like you just watch it and go, oh, and there we go again. Okay, fine.
I just did practice building like a small tower quite quickly, but that was literally, it was like very flimsy. It was like one thing, and they were 6 blocks wide and all that shit they do. It's like fucking hell.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, sack this off. I'm not letting him do building. I'll just play my zero build mode, and then some of the creation stuff that like folk have made with like different maps and stuff like that is pretty cool to play. But there's not a hope in hell that I'm going to turn into a pro builder anytime soon. We've been playing the Pokemon DLC, so I've done the main quest line. I'm now in the process of doing the epilogue that they've just dropped for the Patcha Berry and the Patcha Monster or whatever the fuck it's called. So I'm in the process of working through that, and then I have been playing some pro clubs on EAFC. So very, very, very nearly lost my £2,500 TV as we were winning the game, getting ready for promotion, and in the 93rd minute, leading 2-1, requiring a win to get promoted, their striker gets on completely open goal to just go for the game, just the goalkeeper to beat, and my centre forward, who shall name anonymous, decided it was a good idea to 2-foot tackle him, nowhere near the ball, put him up in the air and give away a penalty and cost us promotion. So FIFA has been truly removed from my playlist for the next month. Otherwise, I'm going to be checked into some sort of psychiatric facility.
Nice. That sounds like a great time.
Yeah.
So a bit of sports and a bit of. We should get another. I know it's not Project Game Pass, but we should get another Tavern Fortnite game going. That was quite fun when we played a few weeks ago. Zero build all the way, obviously.
Whoop, whoop.
Absolutely.
But it was good fun. Yes, all right, cool. So yeah, I mean, we've obviously got lots more. We have played over the Christmas period, but in the interest of time, let's keep things brief for the moment. We are going to record After Dark. Ross, do you want to tell us about do some pluggles and explain the sort of changes to After Dark and memberships, etc., please? Before we move.
So I shall leave that part to last, and we'll hype it up. So Insert Coin, we have a new promo code. Ooh, new promo codes. We like the new promo codes.
Exciting.
It's always nice when the lovely people over at Insert Coin look after us. So our new promo code, which is much more sensible, but a bit more of a mouthful to actually put out in the world. So it is XBXTVRN, so Xbox Tavern, over at Insert Coin's website. We'll get £5 off orders over £50.
Nice. Go there and enjoy it. And in stark contrast to the last one, where I didn't have any on,
head to toe.
I'm literally head to toe in Insect Coin. I've got the Mass Effect beanie, I've got the Gears of War hoodie, and I've got the Gears of War PJ bottoms, baby.
Not the socks though, Jay.
Not socks. No,
false
I didn't
advertising.
have socks.
False advertising.
And no pants either. So
is that you've no Insert Coin pants or just no pants?
Never
yes.
wears underwear.
Yes.
So let's,
He's got pants that say insert coin on the back bit of it.
Oh yeah.
so yes, carry on. Yeah, Insect Coin clothing. Go check them out. Awesome stuff.
As you've seen since the start of the show, socials are running along the bottom of the page, so you can find us on all the sort of major places: X, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. They'll be there on some variation of at Xbox Tavern or at Xbox Tavern Official. Discord, as Jay was mentioning earlier, you can jump over there, jump into our Guest the Game channel, Project Game Pass channel. If you've played Turbo Golf Racing and you've got some thoughts on it, jump in there, give us what you think about it. Written reviews can be found at xboxtavern.com. As Jay was saying, he'll have a list of those later on in the show. A couple of other wee ones that we usually forget to plug, but we'll throw in this week. CD Keys, we have an affiliate link with them there. So if you decide to buy any FIFA points, or if you go there for your gift cards, or even any just games or things like that, it doesn't matter if it's Xbox related, just use our link. It doesn't cost you any extra to use the link. It just means we generate a wee bit of extra revenue if you use our code, so it's greatly appreciated. Apple and Spotify podcasts, if you jump over there and leave us a wee review, 5-star would be preferential because it gets us into more people's eyes and ears. And last but by no means least, the big news for over the festive period, we are now YouTube partners. So we have now hit all the tick boxes in regards to that. So we are finally climbing up the ladder. So in the next few weeks, probably starting next week, you'll start to see memberships advertised on the channel. These will be in 3 different tiers. We are still sort of correlating an exact naming scheme, but there will be a 99p tier, a 2.99 tier, and a 4.99 tier, all with various different benefits in them. Once we've got all that up and running, there'll be a bit more information given out in the show about it. But if you want to jump in and support us, as I say, you can support us from as little as 99 pence per month. It just allows us to put on more things that we can do. We can start doing giveaways. We can helps us with the sort of running costs of the podcast, with the website and things like that. Also things like supers. So if you put a super chat out when you join, your comment will be flagged up automatically on the screen. You'll get sort of priority access to various different things. So going forward, you will start to see a lot more things. As Jay was referencing, we are going to have certain types of episodes that we will have for members only. So if you want to jump into them, you can do so by, I think it'll probably be in the middle tier that you can join in, and you'll be able to get even more of our lovely faces.
Nice.
Naked Connect bowling.
Oh yeah. I was thinking tennis. You like got more sideways movement.
Yeah.
Just took in what you said.
You can whip out the was it the Zumba
Whip it out,
workout thingy?
Whip it out.
That's
Ring fit.
Xbox Fitness. Bring that back.
Yeah, bring it back. Get the Connect out, get the fitness app out, and do some fucking jumping jacks. In the buff.
Xbox
Anyway.
Zumba.
We'll see. Let's get some paying members first. See if they want to support us being not
Scare
supported.
him off already.
I was going to say, what you don't know is we actually just got 10 just as I was announcing that, and then we mentioned that as then a zero.
Run away!
It started off so promisingly. Oh, fuck.
He loves Just Dance. We can do that as well.
I mean, a bit of naked Just Dance. I'm up for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. Let's see you. Thank you very much. As I said, we'll let you know more information about that next week once we've set it all up officially and all that goodness. But let's do a quick round bit of the news, and then we'll get into the Xbox Tavern After Dark, which we will discuss. Like I said, various other stuff. It's not just Xbox related stuff necessarily. It's whatever takes our fancy for 15 to 30 minutes, depending on the day, or an hour and a half if you end up getting absorbed into GeoGuessr, like we did a few months ago. But yeah, hopefully we'll see you over there. But let's get into a quick bit of news, like I said, before we wrap up the main show. And we've got another Developer Direct coming next week, gentlemen, on the 18th of January. They obviously did one last year, which sort of ended with the big reveal of Hi-Fi Rush being surprise released on that day. So we've got another one this year. They're focusing on Oxide Games, Ara, A History Untold, Avowed from Obsidian, Indiana Jones from Machine Games, and Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 from Ninja Theory. Just a quick, I won't go through them all, but the the Hellblade one says Ninja Theory take us behind the scenes at their studio in Cambridge to give us some insight on how they crafted Senua Saga's Hellblade 2. The team will speak to the ambition and the meticulous care involved in creating the journey, Senua's journey of survival. Obviously, that's supposed to be out this year. Maybe we'll get a release date. We'll get into that in a second. But one thing I did want to bring up before we got into it is all the games that were announced or spoke about, I should say, at last year's Developer Direct came out last year. So there's a good chance that all 4 of these, we could hopefully see them this year, especially considering it's the first time we're going to see Indiana Jones, proper look at Avowed, and Our History Untold as well. So, gentlemen, I'll let anyone jump in, whoever fancies it. Do you think we're going to see all 4 of these this year? And what particular game out of that 4 are you looking forward to seeing the most?
I'll take the mystery box, please.
Can you repeat yourself, please?
I mean, for me, none of the 4 interest me whatsoever. So I'm hoping, like last year, they had like a mystery segment, didn't they, which Hi-Fi Wash got announced.
Yeah, that would probably be the same with me as well.
I'm taking the mystery box, please. I'll take please give me something, a 5th one, which is like a surprise, because we most like, yes, you're probably right. We probably will see something, the 4 of them this year. I mean, Indiana Jones has been gone bang on for fucking ages now. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see it towards the November time this year. But you can see Senua coming out maybe after Easter. And the other 2 just have nothing to say anything about them at all. I think the first time I heard about them was reading about the Direct. So
you're not interested in Avowed? I thought you'd be all over that, considering it's from the same guys who made what's that fucking shitty game you like? Fallout New Vegas, isn't it? Fallout New Vegas.
You fucking rein that back in, bitch.
I got to get it in there somewhere. This is their new one. It's more
how do I
like
kick him out again? Oh, that's it.
More like an Elder Scrolls style vibe RPG, but apparently it's supposed to be more, not necessarily linear, but not quite as, it's not like hundreds of hours. It's like 30 to 40 hour RPG, which makes me way more interested already.
See, I prefer my futuristic stuff than my oldie timey
sci-fi over fantasy.
Bows and arrows before lasers, baby.
Baby. I mean, the thing is, Avowed, if it's on the same thing is, I got burned with Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds? Yes, Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds was the one I did enjoy.
Yes.
And like Outer Worlds was good, but what I was expecting, obviously, when it had the whole hype from the creators of Fallout New Vegas, I was like really high on it. So I'm sort of tempering my expectations with Avowed. I'm not saying it's not going to be a great game, but I just don't want to get all in on it.
No, I agree. Like, I just have no idea about it until I saw the Direct about it, looked into it, and I thought, it could be okay, but also I'll take the mystery box, like I said before. I want something new, something that hasn't been announced yet. Something, and again, I mean, Hi-Fi Rush was one of the top 3 games of the year last year, and it was just a surprise launch. Never even heard about it until that day. So I'm hoping this year comes good and gives me another mystery box, which will be one of my game of the years.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, because I think everybody's expecting something, but can they pull it off twice in
4
2 years in a row?
Yeah, well, 4 games is not enough for a Direct. They've got to give at least a 5th. So
no, I mean they are doing an Elder Scrolls Online presentation afterwards, but that's like a separate thing. I don't think they've said how long it is. They've said here that they're going to be more than 10 minutes of Indiana Jones. I don't think they've specified it's going to be 45 minutes, an hour long. But last year's I think was an hour, wasn't it? Is it an hour? Sorry, less than that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So mystery box for you, mystery box for Ross. Graham, any of these 4 particularly you're interested in, and do you think we're going to see all 4 of them this year?
See of them this year, possibly. Avowed is probably the only one that's interesting me out of those ones. That and maybe the mystery box. That didn't really appeal to me too much. I didn't really get on with the first one too much. I mean, it looked amazing, but it just wasn't really sort of grabbing me as much. But yeah, I'm hoping for some sort of surprise. But I mean, yeah, I don't know if we'll get a whole new game, but it'd be nice if they did drop a surprise in there. But I mean, I wasn't a fan of Hi-Fi Rush either. So they dropped something similar, then that won't appeal to me either.
Maybe they'll just drop like Gears of War 6 or something, just randomly.
Oh,
by the way,
can you imagine? Oh,
I can. I'll lose my will.
That's fine.
That's very low. Is it?
That's fine. You don't need to be on the show next week. It's fine.
I can literally like jizz in my pants. I'm like, right, that's it, gentlemen. Turn everything off. I'm going to play my Gears of War 6. But yeah, well, for me, I'm definitely.
What am I going to do? Save the world.
My only issue with that is that I don't know if I'd be able to play it because I fucking play the Gears games with my mate Co-op, and he's fucking too busy jizzing his pants over fucking Baldur's Gate. I don't know if I'd be able to drag
I'll join you, Ross. Don't worry. If you need
Fucking-
if you need a co-op buddy, I'll come and you can revive me all the time.
I thought it mean if you're going to need someone to jizz on him. But...
I mean, yeah, why not?
Person you are.
Why not? Why not? But yeah, no, I'm like Avatar. Like I don't really care for the Indiana Jones films. I did watch the Dial of Destiny. Was it over the Christmas period?
Never watched any of
didn't really. It was all right for a couple of hours, but because it's Machine Games, I'm very very interested to see what they're doing with that because the Wolfenstein games, that Wolfenstein, the reboot, and then 2 and Old Blood and Young Blood and was it? I think that was it actually. Yeah, them 4, fucking awesome, all of them. So yeah, whatever they're doing with this, hopefully they're going to stick to first person. But even if they move to third person, I will be very interested because they have made some fucking cracking games, and I can only imagine what they're going to pull off with, a big license like Indiana Jones. Also, Todd Howard of Starfield fame, StarCraft, Star Wars, whatever it is directing it as well. And not that it really matters, I don't think, but they could sort of push them to the next level in terms of the story, the story and the interactions and that. I'm very interested to see what they're doing with that. And I mean, Avowed and Hellblade are right on my street as well. I think definitely Hellblade. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they reveal. It's on UK time at 9 p.m.
ish.
That was fucking weak-ish. That was
8 p.m.
So yeah, so I definitely is it 8 p.m? I thought it was 8, but this one here says 9.
8 p.m. GMT.
Ish.
Yeah, all right. This one says 9
9
p.m. Yeah, all right. 8 p.m. Proper time, and then all sorts of other times all around the world. So yeah, I'll definitely be watching it along live. I don't know if we're going to do a stream. I doubt it, but we can live talk it, live tweet it, and then we can discuss it on next week's podcast. Whatever they show off, whatever they reveal, hopefully whatever they release, we will see. We will see. Yeah, one of the two. Either way, my kid's out doing stuff, and I have to go pick her up at some point, so I won't be able to watch it all properly until after.
I'm working, so I definitely won't be there.
I'll watch it on my own.
Yes, we'll watch that. Yeah, I'll watch it with you for a little while, but I have to leave you now. Goodbye.
If you leave me now.
One of the big rumors that are sort of coming out that could possibly be revealed at it, but it would be very strange if they were to do so, was the reports that Xbox are looking to put another game or games on other consoles. So it started off, I'll read from Windows Central here. At the weekend, rumours began to swirl that Hi-Fi Rush, one of Microsoft's biggest Xbox hits from last year, is coming to other console platforms. This will mark a departure from their previous comments wherein they suggested they wouldn't explore these avenues again after creating confusion with Ori and the Blind Forest on the Switch. More recently, Xbox CFO Tim Stewart said that indeed Xbox will begin bringing more of its games to other platforms, which potentially shows a change in thinking. And they said previously that they'd like to have its games wherever Game Pass would exist, be that on other consoles or hardware, TVs, PCs, whatever. And then the sort of twist to the tail of that story was that then people like Jeff Grubb and Stephen Totillo, quite big sort of industry insiders and journalists and stuff, said that Sea of Thieves could be coming to a PlayStation and possibly Switch, but I would imagine it would melt fucking Switch if you try to put it on there. But at the very least, the PlayStation version of Sea of Thieves. So, gentlemen, I know me and Ian are we're not exactly the Sea of Thieves target audience. But do you think we could possibly? There's any sort of weight to these rumours of seeing either Sea of Thieves or Hi-Fi Rush? And do you think maybe we might get some sort of announcement at the developer direct of this cross-console Fusion Fingers?
I can see Hi-Fi Rush going to Switch, and if Sea of Thieves does go to PlayStation, I think it's a big brain move from Microsoft. You're putting a free-to-play game out there that has microtransactions, so all you're going to do is make money for PlayStation players. I fail to see how that's not a win. I'm not saying that you're not going to see every first-party Xbox game coming to all the different things, but selected games...
Especially, like you said, like massively multiplayer ones like that as well. Is it actually free to play, or is it just free on Game Pass? I'm not entirely sure.
I thought it's always been free to play, is it not?
I feel like it was a purchase to buy, to start with at least. Sorry, but either way, if they were to move it, I'm sure they would make it free to play because, I mean, why wouldn't you really to shove it on? What's it, 50 million PlayStation 5s at this point? They did send out an email a couple of days ago after these rumours were circulating, which I'm just looking up here. And they were going, Sea of Thieves, blah, 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 X amount of players. We've got new seasons, blah, blah. And this particular sort of excerpt caught my eye. It said, where we're going. 2024 will be another packed year for Sea of Thieves players. The imminent Season 11 focuses on putting, and this part is highlighted, putting the whole world at your fingertips, and features planned for future seasons are no less ambitious. So, I mean, are they going to make the map bigger? Are they going to offer it up as a free-to-play game, like you said, Ross? If it's not already free-to-play, I'm not entirely sure. Or are they then going to spread it out and put it on PlayStation, put it on Switch if it will run it? Like I said, I don't think it would. But, it'd be interesting to see because, like you said, there's a whole change of thinking and where all these Xbox, PlayStation, Switch are like exclusives, and then Microsoft's like, well, actually, we've got a massive exclusive that's been doing really well for 6 years. Let's put it elsewhere and see how it does with other players on other consoles. Again, especially free to play as well if it is.
Sorry, I was incorrect. It wasn't.
Yeah,
so you have to buy it. It's $34.99 to buy Sea of Thieves, but it's obviously included in Game Pass.
Yeah. Game Pass. So I mean, making it free to play would be a big move, I think. And then obviously if you're going to do that and put it on other consoles, you're laughing really, because why wouldn't people check it out on PlayStation or Switch? It's obviously already on PC, but you suddenly gain access to 50 million plus. I mean, if you go to Switch, like 200 million plus players suddenly. Excuse me. Again, it's not for me or Ian, but maybe. I don't know. It'd be interesting because, again, that's like it's not like putting Halo on it, but it almost is of the same level, like a massive Xbox exclusive that's then going to go to another console. And could this be the Trojan horse to get Game Pass in there? Maybe they'll say, we're putting Game Pass on PlayStation. First title is Sea of Thieves, but we're going to add more, assuming it does well, or, add a select library over a course of a year. Moving over Halo, moving over Gears, whatever else will get the ball rolling. It'd be interesting to see.
That sounds a ridiculous notion. Personally,
it sounds crazy, but we're in a whole new world now, And as I've said before, I'd be quite happy to play.
Delusional.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying, could we see? I mean, for me, exclusives are nonsense. I'd rather play everything everywhere, but. Obviously, the industry has done what it's done for so long, but could we start to see the walls break down? Maybe
could
the walls down. Console exclusive.
You can't keep giving us songs to sing the whole podcast. I mean, you've done 3 in the last 5 minutes. You cannot trust me and Ian not to make any songs.
Gonna get us fucking copyright strike as soon as we're made partner. By the way, fuck you. Something like Sea of Thieves makes sense. Hi-Fi Rush maybe less sense. I'm not entirely sure because, again, obviously you can't really do that as a free-to-play game. But I imagine they had some success with like Ori and Blind Forest and like Will-o'-the-Wisps and stuff. So maybe that would be a good, especially on the Switch. That could be a good relatively cheap purchase for people on there. Who knows? Anyone got any thoughts on free-to-play Sea of Thieves, PlayStation 5, Switch? Whatever else you fancy on this topic.
Switch 2 comes pre-installed with a Game Pass app. Boom.
As long as it's not cloud streaming only, because that
it could be.
It will be.
Because the Switch 2 ain't going to be able to run anything.
Maybe. But again, like I think the problem with putting Game Pass elsewhere is the third-party games. If they just had their first-party stuff, it wouldn't be such an issue, I wouldn't imagine. But
Not if
obviously,
it's
like you
just
said,
the
the
Switch.
console's got to run. Yeah, console's got.
If it's just the Switch, it'll be fine because they're saying that this new Switch 2 is going to have. What did I see? The estimated specs of it was it's going to be on par with an Xbox One PS4. Is what the next Switch power specs is going to be. So if you were able to put the Game Pass app on that, that would be fine. Run the games at 720. Like a locked 720 30 if they could get, or 720 24 if that's what they have to keep it behind. And then if you keep it only on Switch, then you could see good success with third party games for that.
Yeah, but again, the problem there is you got your third party games in the subscription, or you can buy them on your on the console where they're gonna see. I don't know. I'm not a businessman, as I said before. I don't do business, but living in a dream world, I'd like to just see everything everywhere. Yeah, I'm not a businessman at all.
And then because because we've done that for them and they're super fantastic and awesome, we're going to give them the power to make a Pokemon game for the same scale as Baldur's Gate 3.
I mean, you could have picked a good series to choose to get over.
Well, that's enough of Jamie slagging off Pokemon.
See,
I've got power now. I can do it
he's
as
had far too many controversial opinions tonight. It's not big.
Outrageous.
It's not clever.
Outrageous. But yeah, we'll see. I guess we'll find out on Thursday whether we're going to get more information on this topic. We're definitely obviously going to get more information on the developer _direct and Indiana Jones Avowed, Our History Untold, and Hellblade 2.
Oh my God.
But yeah, cool. Well, I think that's probably about it. Microsoft made a load of money, but I don't really want to talk about that because that's just
money. Richer than Apple,
richer than fucking God himself and all that sort of nonsense. But let's not worry about them so much. So we'll see. We'll talk about the developer _direct next week when we come back. Hopefully there'll be a decent surprise drop. Let us know in the comments below. What do you think we're going to see? See, I can do the YouTube stuff sometimes. Just don't do businesses. Right, gentlemen. I feel like we need to head into the rounding of the show so we can get onto the After Dark, which again will be for members only on youtube.com/Xbox Tavern Official from as low as 99 pence a month from next week ish. Graham, what's your best pull?
Since the last time we spoke, there's been two.
Whoa!
Thing is, nothing's going to top last week's episode.
No, you're right. It's not going to top Ronaldinho, but there are a couple of good ones that I got. I managed to pull another Brazilian icon called Zico, who's pretty tasty as well. And recently, I managed to pull the advanced hero Abidi Pele.
Oh, nice!
Not the next level up one, like the leveled up versions of him. So he's pretty rapid as well. So a couple of good picks.
Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Are you? I was going to ask you a question about that. So the one you got before was that was like a super special version, wasn't it? You said.
Oh, it was an icon. It was Ronaldinho icon. So
and these two are just bog standard.
They're decent. Nowhere near sort of. Well, in terms of value, I think Ronaldinho still goes for about 4 million coins.
Yeah.
Zico probably goes for about 200,000, and Bide Pele's about 400,000 coins. So not in that kind of level, but still pretty sort of high up.
Have you got the packs ready for Team of the Year?
No, I didn't bother after saving so many for last year and getting absolutely piddle. But they put out so many boosted cards. It's almost
kind of saturated a bit, isn't this year?
It's massively saturated, sort of.
Especially with all the evils as well.
With the Team of the Year, the way they're going to give them a boost is give them 2 playstyle pluses, which that's kind of what gives them the edge. But I was going to ride my luck and see how I do with that. I'm not going to sort of save them all up because I ain't going to get that luck again, especially after getting Ronaldinho. I'm not due for anything.
Yeah, so you're due luck for like Team of the Season when everybody's getting the highest rated cards. That's when Grail get another good pull.
Fair enough. Good. All right. Well, thank you for letting us know your best pulls. I've forgotten. It's been so long since we've done this. Is it Ross? Ross, come to me. Tell me things that come to Game Pass.
Well,
for the
I'll
month
give you
of
the
January
fuck it. I'm going to be a
2024.
madman and give you the full list. So it's
Fuck
a
it,
biggie
do
this
it.
month. We have a biggie. So January 3rd, Close to the Sun, console, PC and cloud. January 4th, Hell Let Loose, Series X, PC and cloud. Both these January 9th, Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Figment, both come to console, PC and cloud. Next two are January 11th, Super Mega Baseball 4 and We Happy Few. Trippy as fuck game, that one. Console, PC and cloud for both of them. Really good game and really shit game for January 16th. So the good one, Those Who Remain, and some shitty game, Resident Evil 2 or something, some indie title maybe. Coming to the console, PC and cloud. January 18th, Turn Up Boy Robs a Bank, probably the best name for a game I've ever heard. January 19th, Pal World, which I've seen has been described as Pokemon with guns. January 25th, we have Go Mecha Ball and Phantom Abyss version 1.
Double nice. Lots of good games in there. Obviously,
Pal World.
Power World, yeah, looks very interesting.
Super Mega Baseball 4.
Mega Baseball, yeah. Close to the Sun was very good, actually. I reviewed that way back in the day. Good little sort of first-person indie sort of puzzle game. Very Bioshock vibes, but good little game. And some horror game. Was it what's it called?
We Happy Few.
Oh, sorry, We Happy Fruit. Sorry, yeah, very good game. Really enjoyed that one. Yeah, go check them out. And of course, Hi, Russ. Ian.
Hi.
Tell me all about things that are leaving. It's not all good.
Yes, unfortunately, we've got 4 games leaving. Garden Story, MotoGP 22, Persona 3 Portable, and Persona 5 Golden. And GTA is meant to leave, but it hasn't left yet.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I put that in the document. I was like, I'm sure I saw it on there earlier on. It's supposed to leave. So Play It While It's still there. Play It While It's still there. It's going to go at some point soon. Although, what with GTA 6 coming out next year, maybe they'll put it back in yet again. It's already been in and out 3 times.
Yeah, but it's still in the moment, so you can still play at the moment. It might leave, it might not, because it meant to leave early in the first month. It hasn't. It might leave tomorrow. It might not.
It's normally 15th or 16th that they go in and out. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, go check them bad boys out while they're still available. I think that's it. I think we've done it. First one of the year, a bit rusty, but we're back in the swing of it. We're going to move on to Xbox Taverns After Dark, which again is for members only on youtube.com/Xbox Tavern Official, which you can support for as little as 99 pence a month. Going from at some point this week, we will let you know when said things are live. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for joining me once again for Xbox Tavern's Xbox Tavern, which we do each and every Sunday at 8 p.m. Oh, fucking extended-ish. Look at that. I'm extended now. Right, gentlemen, let's move into After Dark. Thank you very much. I've been Jamie. You can find me at Enexan on various places, including Xbox. You can find Scottish Gruff Ross.
Scottish Gruff.
Milliman Ian.
And Natty WRAY.
And Graham.
At Graham Reaper.
Guten Tag, goodbye, farewell, and we shall see you next week. Goodbye.
Dankeschön.
Ciao.